What is going on, members of the Shy Guy Squad? My name is Danekii, and welcome to the NPL Minors playoff thingamajig to try to promote to majors. This is our last shot. We're facing off against Mio, coach of the Oklahoma City Thundurus. One of the three teams that actually beat us in the main season. It was Mio, it was Andrew, and it was Adam, coach of the respectively Oklahoma City Thundurus, Houston Soul Rockets, and the Portland Trail Blazekins. So Andrew left the league and his team didn't advance, from what I remember correctly. I'm actually gonna double check that, and I'm also going to get you guys the team, which should be in the description for you guys. But that being said, the Toronto Lux Rays? Yeah, I don't think the Toronto Lux Rays made playoffs, which was the replacement of Andrew. But that being said, we're facing off against Oklahoma. We might play the Houston Soul Rockets, depending on if we win or lose, and depending on how the match between Regulator, coach of the Los Angeles Clefables, do against the Houston Soul Rockets, coached by Adam the Bee's Knees. But with that being said, my team is as follows from left to right, as I'm quickly stalling to bring it up. Mega Scissor, the Elemental Hero Dark Law, the Mega Scissor, with Bullet Punch, SD, Roost, and Bug Bite, with 136 HP, 140 defense, 220 attack, Adamant, with a 12 in speed. 12 in speed is just in case you try to creep like an uninvested Scissor. The max 220 attack just basically allows me to KO everything but the Arcanine, and Bullet Punch, the HP and defense is so that I can live a banded Zygarde's 1,000 arrows most of the time in a so he like doesn't 2 KO me unless he gets like 2 max rolls, which do 50.7%. So in theory, I should not get 2 KO by Zygarde. I couldn't mess around with EVs enough to like not 2 KO everything and then also be able to 2 KO everything and also be able to live the Zygarde's Assault. So the next Pokemon on our team is Absolute Zero, the Kyurem Black, holding the IZMZ with this is another win con on my team, which is a Z Hail set with Earth Power, Blizzard, and Dragon Claw. Dragon Claw is mainly there for the Mismagius, which kind of drank Blizzard. Cannot be hit by Earth Power. Well, it can because Terravolt, but it's still not doing much. And Dragon Claw just kind of like did like 80% to it, so it was really good. The next set I have is a more specially defensive Nidoqueen with Ice Beam, Earth Power, Stealth Rocks, and Toxic Spike with the Ayapapa Berry, because last time I got bodied by the Tapu Koko from Nature's Madness HP Ice combo, which just kind of knocked out my Fizdef Nidoqueen. I also have a Scarf Greninja with Dark Pulse, Surf, Ice Beam, and Spikes. I have a Life Orb Mimikyu, pretty standard, with SD, Shadow Claw, Shadow Sneak, and Play Rough, enough speed to outspeed Zygarde if he's jolly. And of course my Elemental Hero Stratos, my Wakanberry, Atotami, Celesteela. This idea came up like very last minute. I meant to have it bulky to check his team, but I never had the move slots to fill in to properly check his team, so it became offensive with Atotami's Flash Cannon, Air Slash, and Flamethrower. So let's see how this match went, guys, because this is our chance at playoff or at majors. So crossing our fingers it goes the best, but best of luck to Mio as well. If he wins, best of luck moving on, and if we win, that'd be absolutely great. But with that being said, let's see what goes on. So I lead off with my Rampart Blaster. Simple, I want to get my rocks up, I want to get my spikes up, I want everything to just hazard stack. So we both trade rocks turn 1, and I kind of want to gauge what kind of Ferrothorn this is. So by seeing it did 28, he was more so mixed defensive. And not seeing the leftovers made me think, hey, this thing is probably Okaberry, which is something we'll see in the future. But I get up a layer of T-Spike as well, which is kind of important. And I do send in Greninja here very recklessly, but what I'm trying to do here is just, I want to get up spikes. I want to get up spikes, and even more spikes. I'm Scarf, I'm paralyzed, this thing is meant to spike stack. So I'm just he's gonna go for Gyro Ball after paralyzing me, so I don't know what that was all about, but I have 3 layers of spike, I have a T-Spike up, I have rocks, he's got 3 spikes. This battle's looking very interesting right now. So I send in Celesteela because hazard damage is a bitch. I go for Flamethrower, just, you know, figuring it out. I was thinking about Air Slash flinching first, just to put it in range, but a very crucial play happens right here. So as you guys saw, Mio just missed the Thunder Wave with his Ferrothorn, and that is very crucial because he would have paralyzed my Celesteela, which would have crippled it. But luckily we do dodge, and I get off a flamethrower right here, so the Ami Futami, I don't know, Futami? Yeah, goes down, and Arcanine comes in, takes 50% just from hazards, and then it also takes the poison damage next turn. I do preserve the Celesteela, go into my defensive, my specially defensive Nidoqueen, as my parents are shouting in the background, Jesus Christ. And, you know, it goes for Flare Blitz, Life Orb, takes all the recoils at 3%, Mimikyu can just come in and pick this thing off as if it's nothing. So that's what I'm going to do. Make sure that Yayo, I'm not even going to try. Weeaboo Miyochi here. As he sends in Mega Aerodactyl, and he kind of gets a bit lucky here, but I'm not going to be too mad because he missed the 10% on me, which was Fire Fang. I was kind of hoping more so for the flinch than the burn, you know, but alas, what can you do? Mimikyu has been like a Hax Magnet this season with Reddithan, Cough, and this, so that's unfortunate, but he reveals the Defog here, so all of our hazard options are just, you know, gone. Rest in spaghetti, did not expect it. I kind of expected Starmie to show up as Rapid Spin, did not expect this thing to have Defog. So Dark Claw comes in here, goes for the Bullet Punch, knocks out this Mega Aerodactyl, as, you know, we're tied at 3-3 right now, which is kind of spook. But in comes the, what's this thing called? It's called Tapu Koko. As I go for Bullet Punch, he goes for the Wild Charge, leaving him in range of another Bullet Punch. We do knock that out. My boy Elemental or Dark Claw is going in. So the nice thing about this is that Mio's going to set up a Dragon Dance, and I know that I should be able to take this, because right now I ate a Yachi Berry and I'm at like 49%. I don't remember the exact HP I was at, I wish I could see it, but I know that for the most part he needs a very high roll to knock me out, and that requires him to be adamant. So I fire off a Bullet Punch here just, you know, to be safe and just to get him as weak as possible, and I do live the 1,000 arrows. He goes for E-Speed, unfortunate, so he does knock me out in the long run, but terrain is down. Stratos can obviously take 1 + 1,000 arrows, smacked down to the ground, and I fire off a Flash Cannon to knock him out. Now, thinking about it, I could have potentially clicked a Totemize there, but it was a bit risky. So, Azusa Miura is going to trick the Choice Scarf to me, give me the Flash Cannon damage, and it's not going to be enough to outspeed this thing. I think I was down by like a couple points. I'll show you guys how fast that was. So I hit 190, so I'll put this calc on the screen for you guys, just make sure you guys can see it. So I'll put in 190 times 1.5, puts me at 285, and this thing hits like 105 base speed, so it was a pretty fast Miss Magius. I just want to see how fast it actually was, but obviously we saw what it hit, probably just like a max speed Timid set, I guess, which hit 339, so it had quite a bit to go on, as you guys saw. But this of course allows us to bring an absolute 0, and what he's going to do right here is Destiny Bond, which I kind of got a bit spooked, because I do knock out Azusa Miura. Azusa Miura, as you see, the opposing Azusa Miura is hoping to take its attack down with it. Absolute 0. The opposing Azusa Miura fainted, which means because it went down before us, despite the fact that Mio clicked Destiny Bond, the 0-0 victory goes to us, which was a really intense moment because I did not expect that to be the outcome. I thought about maybe like ZA and stuff, but at the end of the day, I couldn't avoid the Destiny Bond like death. I could have like spammed Hail or whatever just to like bait out a play, but we do still get the win. So we move on to the 3rd place game of the NPL Minors Finals against either Greg or Adam. Be sure to check their video. I think it goes up tomorrow or something like that. But hope you guys have enjoyed. Very intense game, very close game. Fantastic performance on Mio's end. Just thumbs up to you, man, and I wish you the best of luck in the next minor season. Might be there with you, I might not be, who knows. I mean, we want majors if we can, but with that being said, I hope you guys have enjoyed GBA D-League. I'll try to have it up today, tomorrow. I'm gonna record this after this, but thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see all of you guys next time. we might be going to majors, guys, so let's go. Roseradenborg for majors. One match left to determine everything. But with that being said, hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye! Before I wrap up, I just want to give a huge thank you to all of my Patreon supporters that you see on screen right now, helping me with my goals and also with future problems. With that being said, hope you guys have enjoyed, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.